Okay, welcome to this divine channeled message. We are using tarot. I'm going to start this series just to see what flows in support of the energies that are coming through without tarot. Okay, so the question was, should I or shouldn't I reconnect with this person? There's someone in your energetic field who is, for lack of a better word, a leech. Okay. They latch onto your energy, they drain your energy, and they know how to get resourced because when they are in your energy, they get resourced, they feel energized. Have you noticed? Think of the person who you are recently trying to connect to, and something almost feels like resistant. And I want you to understand that this is energy exchanged. Have you noticed that when you are with some people, they energize you, and then with certain people, they deplete you? Now, I'm getting that this person depletes you more often than not. And this person is not someone who is reliable. Okay? So I'm picking up energy. This person is not reliable because have you also noticed with particular people that when they need something from you, or when there is a subject that is easy for them to relate to and they find important, they connect to you easily? And when it's the other way around, they don't. It's the same thing. So I want you to see this person respectfully as a human being, but understand that they represent an energy. And this particular person, no matter how much you love them and care for them, they are a leech, basically, in short. Okay. So what I picked up with this Two of Air here, you might have had a deep conversation relaying something that was very intimate to you, and they didn't address it. They almost like pretended like it didn't happen. They acknowledged that you said it and this is how you felt, but they didn't go deeper with you about it. So there's pretense energy between the two of you. So just watch out for that, because one thing you don't need on this timeline are people who aren't authentic or people who are not aligned to your energy. Okay. Now I'm getting you have, on the other hand, been really doing internal work or are in need of doing more internal work. So almost like this isolation is needed, or you've been enjoying the isolation, you've been learning a lot of like self-mastery. As I look at this card, it's almost like you have leveled up. You have leveled up in such a way that you can feel the energy. That's why you're asking, should I actually go? So you must understand that as soon as something makes you question, then open up that invitation to understand what part of you, what aspect of your energy is questioning, is this aligned to me? So some of you are getting into a period where whatever you have done, however you have like quantum leaped, you are dropping into such a beautiful deep state of focus that you have allowed yourself to, at this like mastery level, understand structure, and understand flow. And you are about to flow. So it's time for you now to not have people leech off your energy unwillingly anymore. You have to protect your energy. So for some of you, it's time to buckle down. And then for some of you, it's also time to honor your commitments. And maybe you did make a commitment to them at some point to say, hey, yeah, we can meet. But at this point, you need to start really, really discerning. Is my energy being depleted more, how do I say this? Is my energy less important, or is it very important? Is me being whole important versus less whole? Think about that when you think about them. And that was the Knight of Earth. So lots of grounding into yourself and understanding that this relationship, I'm getting, you've done what you've needed to do. You've said what you've needed to do. And this might not even be a true friendship because there's pretense. Okay. What I'm getting here is it could be a man and a woman. It could be a relationship, whether it's same sex or not, that you almost play the role of therapist and they're your patient. That's why they come to you. That's why they need you. That's why they need that support from you. They know that every single time you are going to empathize with them, because not a lot of people empathize with them. And yeah, it's just, I'm getting like this word easy target. So just, discernment. And I'm getting like, if you buckle down and take care of your energy and protect it, it is showing that you are ready. You are ready to move into the most magical experience of your life. Okay. And then that was the Magician. So observe, you're probably going to, or have connected, not in physical capacity, with someone who is a magician. But like I said, they leech off your energy. So this energy has never been pure to begin with, has never been pure. This is not even, if we had to really break it down according to your emotional, your financial capacity, spiritual capacity, you guys are not even aligned. What I'm getting is you probably don't even follow the same sense of like spirituality or faith. And that feels like it's a huge divider between the two of you. And it's a huge distinguisher, not for you, but for them, and then for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I'm getting, you are more open. They are not. They are very clear. So you also have to stand your ground in terms of clarity, because understanding that they are a leech. And what I'm getting is, you understand that this person cannot support you spiritually, cannot support you emotionally, does not support you mentally, can never, if you're in a situation, support you financially. And then physically, it's just not possible because of the type of relationship that you have. It's not a true connection. Okay. So, yeah, you got to decide whether are you going to choose more of your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, and move on. Because I'm getting, there was not even one, but many times where you needed them and they weren't available for whatever reason. Either way, it's always a choice. Do you get what I mean? There's always a choice. And then I'm getting with this energy too, that you're going to get positive recognition. So like, congratulations on no matter what you decide, still congratulations. You know why? Because you have been putting in a lot of effort with yourself, doing the internal work, renewing your mind daily, being transformed. So I'm getting, you are in this space that is so abundant, even more. Like, you naturally, what I'm picking up is that you are already someone who is abundant. And now you have prepared yourself as a vessel to receive even more. So tap into this, because this person energetically is here to possibly leech off this. Because remember, we work in the spiritual field, even if we in this physical form, we spiritually tapped in. And if you tapped out, then you tapped out. But I'm speaking to someone who's obviously tapped in. Okay. So buckle down, focus on your energy, really discern what is true to you, who feels supportive to you, who do you feel is a vibrational match to your own energy. Okay. So you are getting gifts. What I'm getting is protect your energy. Protect your energy. And I generally say, what I would say to clients is, whatever decision you make, if it's a maybe, it's a no. Okay? We don't dance in maybe land. If you're going to go for a flight, you're either booking that flight or you're not. There's no like maybe you can do that decision by yourself, but like when you're going to the ticket line and if you're at the airport, they don't do maybe we're going to do it, or you know what I mean. They might, yes, give you flexible tickets, but either or, they need a yes or a no answer. So you need to kind of make a decision. Am I going to protect my energy, understanding that who they represent in my life, or am I going to continue in the hope that they're going to change? Okay, I think we know that answer. And just as I said, change, there's a happy change. Your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. This is going to be a very exciting time for you, whoever you are. And yeah, just trust the guidance. You've come here because you've trusted something. Something is saying something might not be right about connecting with this person anytime soon. At least not at this stage. Because the fact that you're already feeling, should I go? And then there's hesitancy. Listen to that. Okay. And then obviously everything is just constantly confirmation in these cards. I'm getting that you have passed the finish line. There's no other way to say this. You've passed the finish line. Whatever race you have been in, whether you were walking, whether you were running, whether you were cycling, whether you were swimming, playing, whatever race you have been in, you can understand that it is now safe for you to flow. And now this is a time to not have anyone codependent on you. So this person might have really been very codependent, because you're the type of energy that you don't mind being in your own space. You don't mind being alone. In fact, you enjoy space. You enjoy time alone. And a lot of people don't. So what the people who have a lot of noise in their minds, they will enjoy people who have calm. and it becomes this like charging system. That's how I said that you are recharging them. And as you're recharging, your battery is drained. I'm even starting to get drained thinking about this energy. So if this wasn't a sign, then I'm not sure. But I think the sign has been clear for you. Yeah. Okay. Last card for this one. Picked up this woman of light. So maybe it was a woman and man friendship or relationship, whatever it was. But you are the woman of light. And I'm just going to read this one because I like reading these journey of love divination cards. So, woman of light, pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to know you. I am one with you. I am the awakened one and the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny, or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you're having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such an awakened ones by loving devotion so that they may serve. Remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. And then there's this beautiful poem that I'm going to end off with lastly. I asked God for a deepening of my love without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go. Any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe and surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love, at levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives its precious liquid only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift, for if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. My love, take care of yourself, take care of your heart. Stop being in relationships that are not serving fully. Mutual agreement. Stop hanging around energies that are depleting you. I'm getting so drained just thinking of this energy all of a sudden. So it's just a sign. It's just a sign. You know that saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm kind of picking up this as the sort of person that you've been thinking about connecting to, or has reached out to you, or will reach out to you. Energy never lies. Okay? Energy never lies. So observe your energy, protect your energy. And right now you are at a very, very critical point of flowing this energy in such an abundant way that do not let energetic leeches leech off your power bank and your battery. Okay. If you would love your own personal reading, please do book. The email is down in the description below.